All right. So, hi, good evening, Claire. Welcome to our class, LMS BAP IELTS4 class. Okay. So, of course, before we proceed to our lesson proper, can I ask, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, that's good to know that you're fine. As you can see that you're wearing a sweater. Is it cold right now in Vietnam?
Uh, it's hot
Oh, it's hot.
morning. Uh,
Hot in the morning. Okay. And then
uh, in the evening, it's cold.
it's cold. Yeah. That is the reason why there are a lot of people getting sick, right? Because very hot and then it will turn cold. So, oh my goodness, the weather. Okay, so anyway, so before we continue our discussion about the review, as you see, we are discussing some of the written output. So as I've said last time, for this meeting, this is gonna be a bit boring because we're going to read and analyze, and we're going to check your understanding and your comprehension. But before that, all right, if I'm not mistaken, teacher was able to give you a brief, all right, a brief history, or was able to explain a brief history or a brief or short explanation between the American and the British English. Okay? And also, if I'm not mistaken, your homework is for you to explain what is the difference between the two. Am I right? Okay. All right. All right. So if you're ready, so begin. I'll be listening.
Vocabulary.
Oh, have an introduction. Claire, have an introduction. The first difference between the two is their vocabulary. What do you mean by vocabulary? What is that? When we say vocabulary, meaning we are referring to vocabulary, it means we are referring to
Was
words. Can you give an example? What what example can you give? Hmm.
mm,
When it comes to the vocabulary.
uh, mm,
By the way, I would like to say, I don't know if it's appear the same on your screen because as of the moment teacher is using a different monitor. That is why the screen is a bit distort. I don't know how to adjust because the monitor that I'm using on our computer accidentally got broken. So I'm using a different one. So that's why it's quite different. Mm. So example is what?
mm,
Mm. For example, this one, the lift in British, elevator in American, flat in British, apartment in American. So meaning most of all, they are very different when it comes to the usage of words. Another, British English, rubber, American English, eraser, right? The school supply. These are the basic ones. So this one is what we meant when we talk about the vocabulary. What else is there difference? Second,
spelling. Spelling.
the spelling. What can you say about the spelling? Excuse me. Mm. Excuse me. Example.
Why?
What do you mean? What do you mean why? Second one is when it comes to the spelling. All right. So the British English has you, right? In every O, like color, color, right? American, no you. Another one is, for example, meter, English, meter. The same sound, all right? The same pronunciation, but different in spelling, okay? So again, so the American English was changed their spelling because of, all right? Remember the one that I told you, William, he is Webster. Webster, wherein he said that the spelling should be related or should be the same with the sound, right? Because like for example, this one, if you're going to use the pronunciation in English, it should be read as call hour, right? Because hour, that is hour in English, right? In American English. That's why it has no U in American English, color, right? So the second reason is the spelling, okay? So how about the third one?
Grammar.
The grammar. Okay. Can you give an example? Can you give an example? What do you mean by grammar? What is the biggest comparison between the two when it comes to grammar? Mm. For example, when we are referring to the past tense, right? That's what I've said. As we learn in American English, we are just adding D or ED. Okay, what is that one? Adding D or ED, that's why we have learned, right? We are just adding ED or D. On the other hand, when we are referring to British English, learn becomes learnt, right? So in grammar, also related in spelling somehow, but with this one, all right, learned, all right, in the past tense. That's why it's also included in grammar, the use of the past tense. Okay. Next one,
Rubbish.
the
Rubbish.
so sorry, say it again. Ra.
Uh,
Did you
Center.
center like this? Center and then center. Okay. That's in here in spelling right there. Okay. How about number 4? The one that I told you as well. I explained to you the rhotic and non-rhotic. What is that? We are referring to the ah, the accent. Remember when I give you the example like my father is in the car. So American English is rhotic, meaning you can hear the R sound, right? My father is in the car. Compared to British English, they are called non-rhotic, meaning the R sound can't be heard. My father is in the car, right? We cannot hear the R sound clearly. Okay? Okay. All right. Again, so at least, again, what are the four differences of American and British English? We've got vocabulary
vocabulary, spelling, grammar,
and
accent,
accent.
accent.
Do you want to add more? What else? Is there anything else you want to add? Or everything is mentioned already? No more?
No.
No more. Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is this one. We are going to check this one. Letter C. Exercise 1. Match the words. All right. Match the words with the pictures. Okay. So use the words in the box. Okay. I want you to figure it out. Figure it out. What vocabulary is number 1? Hmm.
Number one,
Yes.
cooking,
Cooking. Number 2.
cycling,
3.
playing computer game,
Yes. Number 4.
playing football,
5.
uh, taking photograph,
Good. Number 6.
watching film,
All right. 7.
reading books,
And
swimming.
all right. Now, I want you to read about College Club, then complete the exercise. Number 1. Can you read it for me? Let's try. I'll be checking your pronunciation as well. So, as what I've said, your mouth will get tired tonight. You're going to read a lot. Mm. Computer Game Club.
Hmm,
Oops. Tell me when you're done on this page so we can move into the next one. Do you want to read it or are you just reading it with your eyes? Do you want to speak or you're just going to read it silent? What do you prefer? Read in silent or speak? Which do you prefer? Reading, meaning you need to talk, or reading with your eyes, meaning no need to speak? Which one will you choose? Reading with eyes. Do you want to read? Do you want to speak? For example, computer game club. Do you love playing computer games? Do you want to speak or are you just going to be silent? You're going to read it with your eyes only. You're going to analyze. Which one?
Teacher,
Yes.
your slide is now on the exercise 1, not exercise 2.
Oh, all right. Sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, I see. That is why she can understand. How about now? Can you see it now? All right. What do you prefer? Do you want to read and speak or you're going to read with your eyes?
Computer game club.
Okay, you're going to speak. Okay, all right. Read it.
Do you love playing computer game? The computer club meets every Monday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. in the small hall. Bring your laptop and games and come enjoy as a computer game fan. Uh, we uh, we play a lot of different games, but sports and driving games are very popular with our members. One earth year, we have a 24-hour games meeting for the biggest fan of computer game.
B.
PRP Book Club. If you love reading book, come you come to our book club. We meet on the last Thursday and every month between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. in the college cafe to have coffee and cakes and talk about the book that our member choose to read in the last meeting. We read many different type of books from book on history to ghost story, and we are always happy to try reading something new. We have many new members this year, so it is a good trend to make new friends who other enjoy reading. See photograph. Uh, Come to our photograph club to find out everything you need to know
About
about talking
taking.
in fantastic photograph. In the photography club, you will learn how to use your camera in different ways to take amazing picture. We meet every day, every week at 3 p.m. in the college library, but we often to go out to different parts of the city to take photos. We hold a popular photograph competition every year and push up the best picture in the library. The cooking club. The cooking club is always popular with students at college. We meet one a month in the college kitchen near big hall and cook these dishes from different countries in the every meeting. In the last meeting, we cook an Italy pasta dish, and next week we'll cook a traditional Indian
Indian.
Korea
Curry.
curry. Afterwards, we sit down and enjoy the food together. Please see the cooking club portal to find out what food to bring.
All right. What are the four clubs mentioned? What are the four clubs mentioned? We've got the we've got four clubs. What are those clubs? We've got the computer game club, the book club, photography club, and the what's the other one?
Mm, cooking club.
The cooking club. So Maya, when we talk about club, in it's like you are referring to a certain association. It's like a group, right? A group or association. It's like a small community, like in this one, computer game club, book club, photography club, cooking club, of course. Um, I know you're familiar with this already. I just don't know how to translate it in your mother tongue. It is very common whenever you are studying in a university. All right, it's like it's an association depending on your interest or your hobbies. Okay, so with this one, as you could observe, as you said, we've got four clubs. So with this one, all right, I am going to check your understanding about it. I'm just going to give a short comment on the way you read. All right. So Claire, it's very clear to me that you can pronounce some of the words. What we need to practice is your mastery or your discipline when it comes to the ending sounds. All right. As what I've said, I'm very strict when it comes to the ending sound of the words because for me, pronouncing the words correctly will give an impact. All right, or the simple discipline and in pronouncing the S sound, the ending sounds. All right. But anyway, so at least you can read or you can pronounce some of the words, which is a very good thing too. All right. So let's give it a try, Claire. This club meets once in a week. Can you tell me what club is that one? A, B, or C?
B.
Letter. Are you sure? Final answer? We're going to write your answer, okay? And then we're going to check later or how many you got correct. You said B, right? Okay, how about number 2? This club meets in a cafe.
B.
B. B? B or
B.
D? Okay. Number 3. All right, people need to bring food to this club.
Teacher 2B.
2B. All right, 3.
3D.
3D. 4.
C.
C. Okay, number 5. This club meets twice a week.
A.
Okay, letter A. 5 is A. How about number 6? It says once a year this club has an event which lasts one whole day.
A.
A. How about this number 7? There are a lot of new people in this club.
B.
B. All right, number 8. Number 8
D.
is this club meets near the big hall.
D.
B. Oh, this is your answer. B, B, D, C, A, A, B, D. All right. So let's analyze. All right. Number 1, this club meets once a week. The correct answer is letter C. Okay. Number 2, this club meets in a cafe. Correct. B. This club meets a competition every year. That is the bring food. That is your clue. The cooking club. Next is number 4. This club has a competition for every year. That is letter C. All right. This club meets twice a week. Your answer is A. That is correct. 5A. Number 6, once a year, this club has an event. Number 6 is A. 7 is B. And number 8 is D. All right. How many you got correct? B, D, C, A, B, D. Oh, not bad. So you only got one mistake. Not for number 1. This club meets once a week. Or remember when we say once, how many times? What do we mean by once? How many times?
1.
1. Twice?
Twice.
How many times?
Third.
How many?
Third.
Hi?
Twice.
Twice is 2. 2 times. Right? When you say thrice, how many
Third.
times? 3. 3 times. This is your clue. Take a look at this. One. O-N-E, right? Once. Twice. Two. T-W-O. Two. Twice. Thrice. T-H-R-E-E. Three. Thrice. So this is the number of times. How frequent? Once, twice, thrice. Okay? So with that one, letter C. Letter C it here. Okay. So we meet on the last Thursday of every month. Okay. For every Thursday only. Okay. But anyway, good job. You answer it all correct. Okay. How about we give it a try in this exercise? On this exercise, Claire, you need to read the letter from Rachel to her pen friend Susie. When you say pen friend, it's like a pen pal, meaning this is your friend that you always communicate through writing. Okay? You communicate like the modern generation. We had our chat friends, right? On Facebook, in Zalo, the one you always communicate with. All right? So this one is a person you always communicate with using a pen or meaning through writing. So I want you to read the letter from Zuzi. Dear Susie.
Susie,
Susie. Susie, not sushi. Susie. Dear Susie. Mm,
dear Susie, dear Susie. Uh,
mm.
Thank
Thank
you
you for.
for the letter.
Okay.
I'm writing to tell about the sports I enjoy doing. I like playing tennis and swimming, but my favorite sport is cycling. I got my first bike when I was 8, and I started cycling to school with my sister
Helen.
Helen. Helen, when I was 12. Now my sister uh, go to go to a different school. So I ride to school with my friend Laura. As weekends, I often go cycling in the countryside with my parents and Helen. We cycle all
We
day
cycle.
and take picture. We cycle all day and take a picnic
Picnic. Picnic.
for lunch.
Picnic.
We go cycling in the winter and summer, but I prefer cycling in winter because the countryside picnic.
Picnic. Are you familiar with picnic? It's like you're eating outside. You're eating outside. A picnic. Okay. Right. All right. Mm. We go cycling in winter and summer, but I prefer cycling in winter because the countryside looks pretty. Mm.
I like taking photo on my phone of the trees, of the tree and animal. I also go on cycling holiday with my family. We usually go to the north of England, but last summer we went to the mountain in the south of Spain. We all enjoy cycling in the day and going to restaurant in the evening. It was sometimes difficult to cycle in Spain. It was not difficult to cycle in the mountain because we had mountain bikes, but the weather was very hot, so we had quite tired.
So we got
We could
quite tired.
lie, we like to
Mm.
We
I
would
would
like
I would like to go
I
cycling.
I would like to go cycling in Spain again next summer, but my parents want to go cycling in Scotland.
Scotland. Okay.
I also cycle for my school team. My friend Laura joined from other school. Last year I won second prize.
In the 10-kilometer race. I was really happy, but next year I will try to win the first prize. Okay, Claire, I think your connection is getting slow. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Claire? Hello. Can you hear me?
Mm,
All right. So I think we're having a trouble. We're having trouble when it comes to the audio clip. I don't know whose connection is getting slow. Is it mine or yours? All right. But with this one, so as you can see, this is a letter. So with this one, all right. So again, the same comment. So what I notice right now is um also whenever you are doing, though we are having a reading and comprehension activity, I just want to add that next time it would be very helpful if you're going to read it in a way that it connects, or the feelings and the emotion matches on what you're reading, right? So it's like, dear Susie, thank you for your letter. I'm writing to tell you about the sports I enjoy doing. I like playing tennis and swimming, but my favorite sport is cycling. I got my first bike when I was 8, and I started cycling to school with my sister, Helen, when I was 12. Now, my sister goes to a different school, so I ride to school with my friend Laura. At the weekend, I often go cycling in the countryside with my parents and Helen. We cycle all day and take a picnic for lunch. We go cycling in winter and summer, but I prefer cycling in winter because the countryside looks pretty. I like taking photos on my phone of the trees and animals. I also go on cycling holidays with my family. We usually go to the north of England, but last summer we went to the mountains in the south of Spain. We all enjoyed cycling in the day and going to restaurants in the evening. It was sometimes difficult to cycle in Spain. It was not difficult to cycle in the mountains because we had mountain bikes. But the weather was very hot, so we got quite tired. I would like to go cycling in Spain again next summer, but my parents want to go cycling in Scotland. I also cycle for my school team. My friend Laura joined the team 2 years ago, and I joined last year. We raced against cyclists from other schools. Last year, I won second prize in the 10-kilometer race. I was really happy. But next year, I will try to win first prize. Okay? So with that, if you're going to analyze the way I read it, it's like I'm the one who's telling a story, right? It's more realistic. So of course, I'm not seeking for you to master that already. So in your next letter, please tell me about the sports you like. What is your favorite sport? Are you in a team? Hope to hear from you soon. Best wishes, Rachel. All right. So it's like it's more realistic, right? You can feel the emotion. She's getting hot. She's very happy, right? So that is why the intonation or the feelings is also significant when it comes to speaking the language. All right. So how about this one? Reading and comprehension. Rachel favorite sport is what?
uh, Ear, tennis and swimming.
Hmm? Rachel's favorite sport is
cycling.
cycling. See, that you said, she also said that, right? On the first line, she said, I like playing tennis and swimming. All right. Those are, in the IELTS questions, they are called the distractions. When you say distractions, it's like, it's a tricky word that will get you confused. All right. So it's like the words are playing with your head. It's like if you don't analyze fully, that is a trap. All right. Meaning you will get it. You will get the wrong answer. But anyway, yeah. Rachel's favorite sport is cycling. She got her first bike when she was,
S
all right. She often goes cycling with her parents at the,
R Sir Country.
all right. So with this one, cycling. She got her first bike when she was 8. She often goes cycling with her parents
Weekend.
at the weekend. How about number 4? In the summer,
In summer, we go in the in
in a country, what country was mentioned? In the summer, Rachel's family normally goes cycling in. The clue is letter E.
in England.
Mm. 5. It was sometimes difficult to cycle in Spain because it was
This was
what is the factor? Why is it very hard to cycle in Spain? It is very,
mountain.
it was temperature. It was, what's the temperature? Temperature. It was
Hot.
hot. Yeah. Number 6. Mm. She is on the cycling blank at school. She is on the cycling what? She is on the cycling.
Team.
Number 7. Rachel would like to know about the blank Susie likes. She wrote that on the last part of the letter. What's your favorite kind of
So,
Take a look at this one. What is your favorite
oh,
sport? Number 8. She would also like to know if Susie is a
can.
in a
Team.
in a team. All right. Okay. Next, how about exercise number 4? Okay. Number 4. Read the letter from Rachel to Susie again. All right. With this time, I want you to remember the question. Started riding her bike. Rachel cycles with, prefers cycling in, last year, where? Rachel and her family. All right. Next year, we go to Rachel joined cycling team and Rachel won blank in the 10-kilometer race. Okay. Now going back. I want you to read the letter again from Susie and tell me when you're ready to answer the question. Tell me when you're ready. Ready? Okay. All right. Let's see. Rachel started riding her bike to school when she was. Rachel started riding her bike to school when she was.
Eight.
12. Number 2. Now, Rachel cycles to school
Laura.
Laura. Good. Number 3. Rachel.
Her
Mm,
summer.
Are you sure? She said she likes cycling in blank because
Winter.
it was beautiful, right? She said that. Number 4.
Uh,
Last year, Rachel and her family went to. Where did they?
Spain.
Last year, Rachel and her family went to Spain. Correct. Number 5. Rachel and her family.
Family enjoy going to
Go,
restaurant.
going to restaurants. Good. Number 6. Next year, Rachel's parents want to go to. Where do they want to go?
Mm-hmm. Scotland.
Scotland. Yeah. And number 7, please.
Mm, 1 year ago.
1 year ago. And number 8.
First prize.
Won.
One.
Meaning the action is already in the past.
Second.
Second prize. Okay. So she won second prize in the 10-kilometer race and she said she will try her best next year to win the first prize. Roy? All right. Okay, good. So now jumping into the next activity. All right. Oh, as what I've said. Oh my goodness. We don't have much time. All right. So we're going to continue this next meeting. So Claire, as what I've said before we move into she's touching her head. Oh no, a lot of reading. Okay. So for next meeting, all right. So for next meeting, we are going to do exercise number 5, number 6. So please do expect that before we move into unit 4, we need to finish all the vocabulary and grammar. All right. Grammar and comprehension in this unit. Okay. All right.
Teacher.
Yes.
I do not see.
What do you mean I do not see?
Yes.
You cannot see my screen
No.
until now? Are you sure?
I do not see.
What do you mean I do not see? You mean you don't have the copy or you cannot see me? Can you see me?
Um,
You cannot see my screen, Claire?
no.
Mm. What do you mean you don't see the copy? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to screenshot? Don't worry.
Oh,
If you don't have the copy, all right. So please, Claire, you can send your Zalo to our TA. And I'll be sending this to our TA, Mr.
okay.
Dwi. I'll be sending this to Mr. Dwi to forward to you so you can review. Is that what you mean? You don't have the copy. You don't have the copy?
Uh, yes.
Okay. So again, so I want you to send your information. You get contact with our AC. All right. So, and then I'll be sending the material to Mr. Dwi to forward to you so you can review in advance. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Teacher, please communicate with Claire with that matter. Thank you,
Ok.
teacher. Thank you so much.
Ờ, em có em có thể gửi cho anh cái Gmail ấy thì anh sẽ chuyển tài liệu của cô cho em nhá.
Dạ vâng.
Gửi qua chat này luôn này để anh copy luôn. Đỡ.
Nhưng mà bây giờ màn hình của em nó bị tắt ấy. Em chỉ nghe, em chỉ nói được thôi chứ em không nhìn thấy được màn hình, em không biết tại sao.
Ơ, thế á? Thế em đọc đi để anh đánh có ra nốt được rồi.
Dạ. Email của em là Hải Yến
Ừ.
30/10/02
20 của không đúng
ba
không?
mươi 30/10 30/10 ạ. 30/10
Rồi,
02.
a còng
À,
à?
không. Dạ vâng.
Ok được rồi. Teacher is okay.
Okay. All right. Claire, I'll be just sending this one. All right. So thank you for telling me. So in that way, I'm informed that you don't have the copy. All right. So again, I'll be sending this to our TA to forward to you. Okay. So you need to review. Okay. See you next meeting. Goodbye, Claire.
Goodbye teacher. Thank you teacher.
Why you sound so tired? Goodbye, teacher. All right. It's all right. That will be all. Have a good night, Claire.
Good night teacher.
Good night.